Ghost caught on camera. Creepy facts you didn't know about North Korea. If you sleep while Kim Jong-un is talking, there's a chance you can get K. Lead. Students must pay for their own desk and chair for school. 300,000 people have escaped North Korea. Creepy facts you didn't know about Cuba. Coca-Cola is not sold in Cuba. Mobile telephones were banned until 2008. Christmas was banned for 30 years. If 50,000 people sent me $1, I could pay off my debt.
Hero, thieves and beggars.
Creepy facts you didn't know about Denmark. There's a spy shower for the unmarried men or women on their 25th birthday. You don't want to know what happens if you hit 30 and you are not married. Albatross is one of the scariest animals in Denmark. It's hard to live there because the weather is unpredictable. Creepy fact you didn't know about. If you smell smoke and there is nothing burning, that means you are surrounded by spirits. Creepy facts you didn't know about Spain. In Spain they say to the little kids, "Go to sleep or Coco will come to eat you." In Spain there was an execution device, the garrote, used for people to punish them. It has a national anthem with no words. Creepy facts you didn't know about Poland. There are forests in Poland that has 400 pine trees all growing at a 90-degree angle facing north, and no one knows why. Once there was a case where a boat driver checked his propellers when he found something on them. DNA testing shows that the skin of a girl and her killer had fashioned a skin suit out of her skin. Polish people marry the youngest in Europe. Creepy facts you didn't know about France. There are 7 million dead bodies in the Paris catacombs. France had a king that only lasted 25 minutes. In 1966, France president banned English words. Creepy facts you didn't know about Italy. The day Friday 17 brings very bad luck. Avoid to do important things in that day. In certain places there could be present of little spiteful spirits. Don't make them angry or they will throw objects at you, or even K. Leo, random people can give you a curse called Malakio. It brings bad luck and even death. You can avoid this with some amulets like the red horn. Creepy facts you didn't know about Germany. There is a forest called Black Forest, and it is said that more than 1,500 people go missing in it. In Germany, there's a random staircase that leads to nowhere that people find deep in the forest. About 800 people in Germany choke on pens every year. Creepy facts you didn't know about Japan. Don't trust or read real articles in Japan, some may be cursed. Japan has the highest suicide rate in the entire world. In 1993, a girl committed suicide by jumping into a volcanic crater on the island of Oshima. Creepy facts about Thailand you didn't know about. In Thailand, never go outside when it's dark. You might see crab. If you hear frogs nearby at night, beware, Python may be near and he may turn you into one of him. Don't sing to your child at night. The spirit will kill, kidnap, or haunt them. Creepy facts you didn't know about. In Thailand, don't sing to your child at night. A spirit could kill them. In WW to Japan, soldiers ate human flesh to survive. There were a total of 449 murders in Poland in 2011. In 2014, Poland had a murder rate of 100. Oh, disturbing thing caught on camera. Warning. Truck monkey. Urban legend caught on camera.
All hands hold
Love that is so.
the colors high. Heave ho, thieves and beggars, never shall we die.
Creepy facts you didn't know about. Your brain can play tricks on you to make you see monsters in the mirror, called the Troxler effect. The Troxler effect is an optical illusion that affects how you perceive things, both visually and mentally. There's a spider that gives you a 3-hour-long painful boner before you die from its bite. Your eyes have a separate immune system from the rest of your body. If they get damaged in such a way that it affects anything other than your eyes, your regular immune system can attack the damage and will not recognize them, meaning your own body can permanently blind you. Japanese urban legend caught on camera. Warning.
Love me and you know it makes me sad.
Disturbing facts you didn't know about. More than 1 million species are at risk of extinction. The Earth is rotating slower and slower. Portions of the Milky Way are being sucked away. Many mysterious disappearances have occurred in the Bermuda Triangle. North Carolina's urban legend you didn't know about. Helen's Bridge. Helen's Bridge, 201 Bowcatcher Road, is made of quarried stone and was constructed in 1909 to provide access to the nearby Zealandia mansion. The legend speaks of a woman named Helen who lived at or near the mansion with her beloved daughter. After Helen's daughter died in a fire, the distraught mother hung herself from the bridge. Her anguished spirit is said to still appear when her name is called, although people who have attempted to raise the spirit have reported that their car will not start when they try to leave. California's creepy urban legend you didn't know about. Charman. In 1948, there was a large brush fire in the Ojai Valley that destroyed many homes and spread wildly. Because of the large amount of destruction, it was several days before people could reach all the destroyed homes and look for survivors. In an isolated cabin in the woods, a son and his father were severely burned. But only his father was killed. Days later, when someone found the remains of the charred cabin, they found that the son had been driven insane by the event. He had hung the burnt body of his father from a nearby tree by his feet. He then stripped the skin from his bones with a knife as though he were an animal. After skinning his dad, he ran into the woods near the valley. It is believed that he has been there ever since, in his charred state of burns. The police have searched for him and caught glimpses but never found him. It is said that sometimes he comes close enough to town to chase and scare the occasional unlucky person. Creepy urban legend you didn't know about. The Laughing Jack. His origins date back to 1800s England, where he was created by a guardian angel as a not-so-imaginary friend for Isaac Grossman, an extremely lonely child that was often abused by his parents, his mother in particular. Originally a fun-loving and kind clown, Laughing Jack was abandoned by Isaac when he went to boarding school. Jack slowly lost his color and turned black and white. Isaac went on to become a violencer, alcoholic in his adult years. He kidnapped, tortured, and murdered many local residents in his hometown. Jack sought revenge on his owner who'd abandoned him. He ended up tracking Isaac down and tortured him before murdering him in the same way Isaac murdered his victims. Jack went on to torture and murdering numerous other children, leaving their souls trapped in the realm of an abandoned playground. South Carolina's creepy urban legends you didn't know about. Boo hags. Boo hags are skinless beings that creep into people's homes in the low country, climb on their chests for a ride, and gain vitality by sucking out your breath. They also have a nasty habit of tearing off a victim's skin and wearing it to keep themselves warm, though they'll usually just leave you short of breath, feeling sick and tired. Creepy facts you didn't know about. In 2003, two men stole a parked Boeing 727 from Luanda International Airport and flew away into the sunset. They've never been found. In 1911, inmates on death row played baseball for their lives. If they won, execution was delayed. If they lost, their execution went ahead scheduled. There are anywhere from 25 to 50 active serial killers in the U.S. at this moment. Arkansas urban legend you didn't know about. The haunting of Curran Hall. Curran Hall has been said for many years to be full of wandering spirits. Curran Hall staff have claimed to have seen inexplicable events such as machinery operating on its own and shadowy figures appearing in spots around the property. Paranormal researchers say that the main spirit of presence has been identified as that of Mary Walters, a resident of the house until her death in 1843. Ghost tours are available annually at Curran Hall, so those who are brave enough can see if the legendary hauntings can indeed be proven real. Georgia's urban legend you didn't know about. Crybaby Bridge in Columbus, GA. In the 1800s, somewhere in Georgia, a poor farmer family expected their 5th child. The husband knew they couldn't feed another mouth, so he and the doctor arranged for the doctor to dispose of the baby immediately after birth. After the birth of the baby, the doctor took the baby and dropped it over a bridge. Now if you drive to the bridge on a cloudless night with a full moon and sprinkle baby powder around your car, turn your engine and lights off for 10 minutes. You'll hear a baby crying and see baby footprints in the baby powder. Disturbing facts you didn't know about. People can die with no discernible cause of death. Those with prosopagnosia will see family members as strangers. They might even be unable to recognize their own face. Postpartum psychosis can happen overnight. This means that a mother might feel the desire to kill their newborn as soon as they wake up from delivery. Disturbing facts you didn't know about. Two Scottish doctors originally invented the chainsaw for childbirth. Teratoma, or monstrous tumors, are evil twins that can grow on your brain. You can kill someone even when you aren't completely conscious. Since the 1800s, lawyers have used the sleepwalking defense because they believe their clients committed the immoral act while asleep or in a dreamlike state. Boo! Disturbing facts you didn't know about. The golden poison frog has enough poison to kill 10 to 15 people. Pigs can eat anything, and that includes humans. Doctors use the teeth of dead people to make dentures. Creepy facts you didn't know about. Being buried alive accidentally occurred so often that people invented safety coffins. The most haunted island in the world is Poveglia, Italy. The Museum of the Souls of Purgatory is a small museum in Rome, Italy. Their collection displays several documents and photos with handprints that they claim to be from the dead or souls stuck in purgatory. Disturbing facts you didn't know about. People used hollowed human skulls as bowls and cups back in ancient England. Ancient Romans believed that drinking blood would let them absorb power. Alchemists used brain matter as an ingredient for an elixir of eternal life. Another horrifying fact about his elixirs was that he stored it in horse manure for months and then drank it after. Creepy facts you didn't know about. The Zoroastrians leave their dead in special towers to be eaten by vultures. Aztec priests believed that the tears of children could stop droughts. The Devil's Bible exists, and it's a contract between a monk and Satan. Creepy facts you didn't know about. It is common for children to hear voices. Every day, a person consumes around 1 to 2 cups of snot. Isla de los Mucas, or the Island of the Dolls, is one of the most haunted places in the world. Creepy facts that you didn't know about. Disneyland's famous Pirates of the Caribbean ride used real skeletons. Wes Craven's A Nightmare on Elm Street is based on a real story. As many as 50 serial killers are on the loose in the United States. Creepy facts about death you didn't know about. The smell of decay results from bacteria breaking down the amino acids ornithine and lysine. More natural deaths occur during the holiday season. Less suicides and homicides occur during the holiday season. Creepy facts about death you didn't know about. You're more likely to be killed by a champagne cork than a poisonous spider. Vending machines kill about 13 people per year. More people die from taking selfies than from shark attacks. Creepy facts you didn't know about death. Studies have shown that a fear of death decreases as you get older. If you were to commit suicide by jumping from the top of Mount Everest, it would take 2.5 minutes for you to reach the bottom. Alaska has the highest suicide rate of any state in the country. Creepy facts about death you didn't know about. The concept of a 6-foot grave came from a 1665 decree by the mayor of London during the plague outbreak to limit the spread of disease. To avoid being buried alive during the 1800s, many coffins included bells, flags, and air tubes. You continue to poop for days after your death. Creepy facts about death you didn't know about. Between 1347 to 1352, the bubonic plague killed approximately 75 million people. You're more likely to be killed by a champagne cork than a poisonous spider. In 1945, President Andrew Jackson's pet parrot was removed from his funeral for swearing. Creepy facts about death you didn't know about. Your hair and nails don't continue to grow after you die. Instead, your skin retracts due to dehydration, pushing out your hair and nails. It was very normal to pose and take photos of your dead relatives during the 1800s. Messy handwriting on doctors' notes kill approximately 7,000 Americans each year. Scary facts about death you probably didn't know about. Dead bodies swell up like balloons after about 4 days, due to the release of gases and liquids. The Zoroastrians Parsi community in India offers its dead to vultures rather than burying or burning them. Left-handed people died 3 years earlier than right-handed people. Scary facts about death you probably didn't know about. A body decomposes 4 times faster in water than on land. Within 3 days of death, the enzymes from your digestive system begins to digest your body. About 153,000 people worldwide die every day. Creepy facts you didn't know about. Over 80 million bacteria can be exchanged in one kiss. The air you breathe in a train station is 15% human skin. About 1 in 50 people in the United States currently have a brain aneurysm that just hasn't ruptured. Ireland's urban legends you didn't know about. The legendary headless horseman, also known as the Dullahan. He was tasked with taking souls that were ready for death. This specter rode upon a headless horse, or a horse with burning red eyes. He used human spine as a whip, and would take the eyes of those who stared upon him. The creature also possessed supernatural sight and would hold his severed head up high, looking across vast expanses of the countryside, even in pitch dark, allowing him to look into houses of the dying. Disturbing facts you didn't know about. 2 months after Charlie Chaplin's death, grave robbers dug up his body and held it for ransom, demanding $600,000. Police quickly recovered the body, where it was then reburied, this time with a large stone slab covering his grave. There is a brain-eating organism that lives in warm bodies of fresh water and can kill a human within days, producing symptoms similar to those of meningitis. This is a death sentence with a 98% mortality rate, as there is no treatment known. Terrifying facts you didn't know about. Decapitation doesn't always immediately work. There have been some reports of humans living up to 30 seconds after their heads have been removed from their body. Thus, there was a chicken in the 1940s named Mike who lived for over a year without his head. There is a whale called 50 Blue which sings at such a high frequency that it is unable to communicate with the rest of its species, making it the loneliest animal on Earth.
YouTube channel Tisa Weba shares a terrifying clip which is currently trending in the Spanish-speaking YouTube community. A pair of women are praying over the girl as she screams and looks to be in incredible distress. Although they pray, she continues to scream wildly. Her eyes are out of focus at times. What's happening in this last moment? I'm not entirely sure. Something is clearly happening to this girl, but is it demonic possession? Well, I'm not certain. Whatever's unfolding is traumatic, and I can't handle it.
Florida's urban legend you didn't know about. Robert the Doll. According to local folklore, the doll has caused car accidents, broken bones, job loss, divorce, and a cornucopia of other misfortunes. and museum visitors supposedly experience post-visit misfortunes for failing to respect Robert. Respect Robert the doll. Nevada scary urban legends you didn't know about. The spiteful mermaid of Pyramid Lake. While Area 51 gets all the fame and glory for its supposed alien autopsies, fewer people know about the curse on Pyramid Lake, which happened after a Paiute man fell in love with a mermaid. His tribe rejected her and told him to throw her back in. She cursed the lake, brought the setters, and ignited a war. Talk about spite. In modern times, the lake is drowned. Locals spiting them out as far as Lake Tahoe. Connecticut's scary urban legend you didn't know about. Annabelle, the demonic doll. The demonic doll in The Conjuring and Annabelle is inspired by a real-life Raggedy Ann doll, supposedly inhabited by the sprites of a dead girl, which was given to demonologists Ed and Lorraine Warren after some extremely malicious paranormal activity. Texas creepy urban legend you didn't know about. The Candy Lady. In the early 1900s, children began going missing in a named rural town in Texas. Candy was left out on the windowsill is meant to lure out children so a spectral woman can pull out their teeth, kidnap them, or stab them in the eyes. This story may have been linked to a real person, Clara Crane, who killed her husband by poisoning Candy. Arizona's scary urban legends that you didn't know about. In the 1800s, a poor family lived in the canyon. Their father went to go get food but never returned. The family starved and descended into madness. One day, the mother couldn't take hearing her children's cries anymore. She put on her wedding dress, murdered her children, threw them into the river, and then she died from starvation a day later. The legend states that if you go down to Slaughterhouse Canyon at night, even now you will hear loud anguished cries of the mother who lost her mind. Scariest urban legend caught on camera. Slenderman. 3 teens were exploring an abandoned house when this happened. Creepy facts you didn't know about. When you dream about someone, there is a 60% chance they are dreaming about you too. You're never 100% safe no matter where you are. No matter how you feel, you shouldn't sleep with your windows open at night because he might be there looking at you. Creepy things you didn't know about. There is a story about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory where children get crushed and turned into fudge. A man hung his daughter and made his wife watch as her daughter was dying. There is a very high chance that you could die in your bathtub. There is a 99% chance that there are dead bodies under you. Skinwalker caught on camera.
Hello.
Skinwalker caught on camera. See how the Skinwalker is imitating him.
Just cruisers, man. That's crazy shit. It's crawling at me like it's goddamn. What's up, dude?
Disturbing facts you didn't know about. If you are male, after you die, your loved ones can have a doctor electrocute your prostate to force you to ejaculate for your sperm. Humans have enough bite power to bite off their finger bone and all. The only thing stopping us is our brain's natural safety factor. Disturbing facts you didn't know about. When getting laser eye surgery, you can smell the parts of your eyes being shaved down. During the French Revolution, where the guillotine was introduced, the people to be executed fought to be first, as the blade would dull after multiple uses and wouldn't cut a head clean off at the first attempt. Disturbing facts you didn't know about. When whales reach a certain age, they will eventually be too weak to swim back to the surface for air. So they will just suffocate to death and eventually sink to the bottom of the ocean. When you die, you will be aware you are dead until the moment your brain fully ceases function. Reason why the ocean is more terrifying than space. The ocean is full of black holes. There are undiscovered dead bodies in the ocean. The ocean depths will literally crush you to death. We're constantly discovering terrifying new creatures. Creepy sound caught on camera.
Who the fuck is it? What the fuck?
Creepy facts you didn't know about. Your mind can sense when someone is staring at you even while you're asleep, which explains why you randomly wake up during the night. 3M is known as the Devil's Hour because it's said that during this hour the veil between our world and the paranormal world is at its thinnest.
Ooh.
Real witch caught on camera.